So today we have a number of topics that will be discussed and have been announced on the program. I want to just start with an overview of a number of areas that won't be talked about too much or so much during the program that we have been involved in. So they also can be mentioned and valued. So very good. So if I look back in the previous year, a number of things that we've been focusing on have been supporting international Universal Peace Federation activities, and particularly the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. That's been quite a focus of our activities. And I'll show us a few slides in a moment. Oops, come back. Also, Reverend Dr. David Hanna will be mentioning a Peace Road activity we did recently. Character education is another area which will be a big focus in the coming year, because we have projects both in Palestinian schools in Israel and the West Bank, but also in Nigeria. And our international movement has character education programs in the Philippines, and used to have a big program in the CIS countries after the fall of the Soviet Union. Youth and Peace Development, Youth for Peace and Development, the youth service projects in Birmingham, South Wales and London will be another big focus, and Tim Miller will be talking about that later on in the program. EFORG is an acronym, but the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls and the International Women's Day programs are very popular programs because it's a big need for focus and attention. And it's been a lot, it's always a lot in the news. And Margaret's been doing a sterling job, I think, leading that area and partnering with other organizations, and that will be focused on in the program later. Also, we try to have one event for each of these UPF associations, the media, the academics, the parliamentarians, the different areas of UPF activities. We try to include at least once during the program in the last year. So this won't be developed in the program today, so I just wanted to mention this. We've been a very good cooperation between Nigerian Universal Peace Federation and the UK, and they asked us if we could help to sponsor 2 initial meetings for this character education program in Nigeria, and we sponsored this particular one in Abuja just a month ago. And this was key stakeholders of the education ministry, other NGOs are involved with education, and particularly character education in Nigeria. And there's a lot of passion about this area because there's a desire to make a new start with the younger generation. And this is a very wonderful goal. I think we will have a 3-day meeting, which we've also helped to sponsor in the coming week on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And Margaret and I have been joining by Zoom, and we'll be helping also to raise funds for the subsequent program. I can't give too many details now because there's a 17-stage proposal, which is to expand character education in every state of Nigeria and trained 4,500 teachers in how to deliver this character education program. This was the program, the stakeholders involved, and one senator and former senators, and I think one general also came. We've had a series of transition to peace on the Korean Peninsula, and Mr. Humphrey Hawksley here is been helping us with that. There's his picture. He also invited Mike Chinoy, former CNN foreign correspondent, similar, I think must have been contemporary of Humphrey is, so, and Jenny Town as well, and Keith Bennett, real experts on the position, the situation of the Korean Peninsula. Another one we had was really interesting, Europe and Russia's relations with North Korea. I was helping to organize a number of these conferences, where we could include Russian professors, as well as British scholars from Oxford University, and a Swedish former retired Major General who had been on the DMZ, the 38th parallel, representing the UN. And here's another one, track 1.5 diplomacy initiatives, which is quite amazing. Glyn Ford, an MEP, a former MEP, who had opened up the European Union's investment into the humanitarian support for the North Korea during the difficulties of the famine in North Korea. Another area that we've been supporting is International Family Day and parenting skills. And I know Teota Advili and Nicola Bailey were really guiding that over a 6-week course. And I don't know if we can show a gallery, but I think Teota Advili is, and Nicola, maybe they're on. Oh, I'm not sure if it's technically, maybe challenging. But I see.
She has the camera off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. But we really appreciate both of their investment into that program. And that's a program we are going to continue in different ways.
In May.
And it's usually happening, yes, in May around the International Family Day.
Let's see.
Actually, we've... Hello, Tim.
Hi, Hilda.
And hi, Toyota. There we go. There's your support. Thank you. Thank you, Toyota. If we could go back to the PowerPoint now. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
She was saying she wants to support us.
So we're learning how to do these hybrid activities online, and we have to do this more to connect our world. We've had 2 Peace Road activities, which Reverend Dr. David Hanna will include, which are wonderful, wonderful programs. Another area we were helping, not because we're experts in tunneling, but because of the Channel Tunnel, then I got so many calls from Korea. Please, can you find an expert, someone who's knowledgeable about the Channel Tunnel, and they can explain what the challenges were of the Channel Tunnel, because the Japanese-Korea project to have a tunnel between Japan and Korea, really needs their insight. And Professor Roger Vickerman from Kent University, he also teaches at, or used to teach at Imperial College. He was a great source of wisdom, and he helped us with that. And the sense is that if Japan and Korea can have a tunnel, there's also a lot of incentive for prosperity for North Korea. So it's an incentive for North Korea to go through this peaceful transition, knowing that they will be gaining the transit fees in the future as a potential source of income and prosperity for the future. And this was another talk by a professor from Busan University, National Maritime and Oceanic University. So that's all I'm going to say. That's not a full or complete story of the last year, but it does show something of some of the activities that maybe won't be covered so much during today, and it gives an introduction into our program.